Well, a round of applause, please. Wonderful. Now, welcome everybody to me again, Cherry Creek Golf Club, and what a fantastic venue it has been so far. It is the Cairns Cup 2024. What a treat it is to be here in the United States of America. Right, it is the opening ceremony. That means you guys and girls are going to be out on the course tomorrow. I can't wait to watch it in action. Who's going to win? Well, you know, we're going to find out in a few days' time. Before that, what's going to happen over the course of the next half hour? Also, we've got a couple of special guests to bring up, and we are going to find out who is going toe-to-toe against who tomorrow. It's going to be brilliant. Right. My name's Ian Waterhouse. Now, I've been involved in sports broadcasting for a fair few years now. And I never really truly appreciate an event, normally until it's over. I always look back and I think, I really enjoyed myself there. You know, I had a really good time. I'm heavily involved in motorsport, but I normally rock up at a track on a Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday so hectic with filming, and then checkered flag falls on a Sunday afternoon. I'm straight in the car, catching the plane to go home. I don't really get time to spend it with people. This is different. This really is different. Over the last few days, I've been hanging out with you guys on the course. You've been brilliant, by the way. Thank you for letting me take pictures of you and filming you, and I know it can be a bit annoying sometimes, but sometimes we've got some cracking shots already as well from you guys, so we've seen some great stuff. I've also eaten with you guys. I've also had a couple of pints with you guys as well, and I don't often get to do that. Being obviously from the UK, invited over and asked to do this opening ceremony was not just a privilege, it's an honour for me, because I was at the Shires 2 years ago. But it made me feel part of the family, from the United States side, from the European side. So I just want to personally say thank you to all of you. So thank you. Talking of family, the Cairns Cup 2 years ago in London, what an event. Where the Cairns Cup came from is, of course, Billy Cairns. It's been a magnificent journey so far, and it will continue. And I know that if Billy was in this room, he'll be looking down at such pride at both teams, everybody here. So if you please just join me in saying a big thank you and round of applause for Billy Cairns. Right, I think it's time to get our first guest up. Cherry Creek has been magnificent. I turned up on Sunday morning absolutely blown away. We're very fortunate, like a lot of you, to go to a lot of golf clubs, mainly in Europe to be fair. This is my first ever golf club in the United States of America, and what an impression I've been left with. So please, could you put your hands together for the one, the only Earl Weber, the General Manager and Managing Partner of Cherry Creek.
Thank you all very much for that warm welcome, and I promise to be brief. I know you have a large program to get through today. Sorry, I use these not as young as I used to be, but on behalf of Shelby Township, Michigan, Cherry Creek Golf Club, all of our ladies and gentlemen, our employees, my partners, other leaders in the club, we're humbled to be chosen for this just outstanding, momentous occasion, the Cairns Cup. We were just blown away from the very get-go when we were even approached about this opportunity, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but I welcome you all. As it was made known, my name is Earl Weber. I'm the General Manager, Managing Partner here. I've been here for almost 14 years, and Cherry Creek is fastly approaching this December, our 30th anniversary. And over the last almost three decades, we've hosted thousands of events, more weddings than I care to remember, but lots of golf outings, life celebrations for people both coming into the world and leaving the world. And really all the events that we do encompass and fall into about 5 or 6 categories. So while it's a great volume, that sort of repetition has its pros and cons. The con would be that it gets a little bit boring. If you do 100 weddings a year and you're told by 100 different mothers of brides how to do it, it gets a little tiring after a while. But the upside of that is repetition creates mastery, and we've gotten very, very good at what we do. I'm very blessed to have a tremendous team of 165 employees at Cherry Creek Golf Club, from the agronomy team through the golf team, our food and beverage team. They all do a tremendous job. And when we made the announcement last June, that the Cairns Cup was going to be coming to Cherry Creek, and we were able to describe what the Cairns Cup was, my team got very, very excited. It's not often that we get to break outside of the normal events that we host so commonly, as I shared. But so when we do, and we get to put our talents on display, and we get to put them on display for such a deserving crowd and people as yourself, it's very fulfilling for us, both professionally and personally. So thank you all. Full disclosure, before May last year, I never knew who Billy Cairns was. And full disclosure again, furthermore, I really wasn't that well educated on adaptive golf. But what I do know is that disabled Americans represent the largest minority group in the United States of America. And coincidentally, they're the least funded organization from federal level in the United States. I don't know what those stats are in Europe. I pray they're better for you all. But perhaps you'll be able to share that with me over the next few days. Another thing I know is the challenges faced by persons with physical and cognitive disabilities. I'm blessed to have 3 sons, 2 of whom you run into just to know that they were my sons. They both work here at the club, one in the agronomy and events, and the other one is actually supervisor in the restaurant tonight. It's the other 6'4" tall, handsome guy that's on the other end of the building. We also have a 3rd child, my wife and I, our son Eli, who's 13, and he has a genetic disability, and he's in a wheelchair. He has some cognitive disabilities as well, but he is the blessing of our lives. I think back to the things I used to worry about before we learned of my son's disabilities, and it was almost shameful, the things that I would worry about, or the pities that I would lay upon my own chest. They all seem so insignificant now. I also know that I too am a very fierce competitor. So any chance that comes along to be a part of a competition or to witness a competition, I'm all in all the time. Not much of a gambler, but I am a competitor. So now that you know a little bit about what I do know and I don't know, I wish to share with all of you a little bit about what I've learned. I've learned that life isn't always fair, so you best get past any of that pity stuff and get on with it. Since meeting John Bell and Kevin Booth, I've learned that the game of golf has immense healing powers, as strong as the power of fellowship and competition. And when you bring those 3 things together, it is a force that can change lives. I've learned a great deal from the willingness to educate that I've seen displayed by all of you today at the clinics. That willingness to educate and to make your presence known and force your own acceptance through very capable competition. I'm missing a word. I've learned that no matter your own challenges, it's most likely worse for someone else. So you should just harness your pain, focus on solutions and results. Most importantly, I've learned that champions don't show up to get everything they want. They show up to give everything they have. And I think that's very emblematic of this group today. I look forward to this journey of learning, from Sunday night's festivities to yesterday and today. It's a lot. It's almost sensory overload to take all of this in, but it's a good kind of sensory overload. It's not the kind that you feel like when you're about to fail a test because you haven't studied. But it's been tremendous to watch in absolute amazement and to experience this Cairns Cup event. I believe that in reading all of these fascinating bios, and here's my copy, it's a little beat up, but I really spent a lot of time reading and rereading these bios over the last couple of days and all the information contained in your program. And is Marcus here with us? Is Marcus with me? Yes, Marcus. I thought Marcus summed it up beautifully in one just tremendous sentence at the end of his bio. And I'll quote this from Marcus as saying, "Together, we will demonstrate that nothing can hinder our passion for the game and our ability to compete at the highest level." I think those are profound words, Marcus, and I appreciate it. So now that I've shared these things that I don't know and these things that I do know, I wish to just part by saying what I believe. And it's very simply, I believe that all of you are champions. And I mean that. You've all championed difficulty in your life. You've set that aside. You're not looking for pity. You're looking for acceptance. And you're looking to kick each other's ass, and I think that's fantastic.
Thank you, fantastic. I had to move the mic down though because I'm considerably shorter than you. What is it with these podiums being so tall all the time?
Made in America.
Thank you so much, brilliant. And thank you for your hospitality. I'm sure we all agree at the gala dinner, the food as well. Oh my word, that was unbelievable. So thank you so much. Right, it is a huge honour for me to welcome up the USA Vice President, John Bell.
Hello everybody, I want to welcome you all to Pure, Michigan, and I'm so excited and so honored to be a part of this and spend so much of my time facilitating all of this. And as a lot of my friends and family know, I am horrible at speaking on the microphone in front of everybody, so I apologize, especially when I'm talking about things that are super emotional for me, to where I apologize, but we're going to try to roll with it. I'm super honored to have everybody here in one location, and the sun's out, no more rain for a couple hours, maybe tomorrow, but when we played in Europe in 2022, I remember I think I might have been on the 9th hole, the Europeans came over to me, and it was pouring down rain, and everybody hated it. So I said, and they were gonna wash the round, I said, I bought brand new red, white, blue reindeer. We're playing. We have hurricanes in Florida, so I would make sure to play right before hurricane, wind, random, European weather, because I love to play in the rain, because I know fair weather golfers don't love to play in the rain. I just put on 2 rain gloves, and I get soaking wet, and I suck it up. So, I would love to introduce Kim as USA captain, and the reason why I picked Kim, she's a phenomenal person, and she's a phenomenal golfer, and she's a winner, is why she has this spot. And I'm gonna stop there. after she says her beautiful words, because Kim is a million times better than I am about speaking. I'm putting you on the spot here. She's going to announce tomorrow's parents. Thank you all.
Well, I just wanted to first thank you all for being here. I played in the Cairns Cup in 2022, and it being in the inaugural event, I was just blown away by the camaraderie and the competition that we had for that event, and just the organization and the professionalism of the event was just something that we just tried to emulate when we knew we had it over here. And I'm just honored and blessed to be a part of this. And I welcome the international team coming all the way over here and playing on U.S. soil. We're so excited to have you. Obviously we're going to do our best, and hopefully we can retain this cup. But and I want to thank my team as well for agreeing to be a part of the event. And I know it can be tough to give up your time, but I'm so appreciative of you representing our country and representing this team, and I'm so excited to be playing along with you starting tomorrow. So I'm announcing the teams. Okay, maybe not.
Don't go far here. The minor change of plan. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to invite the European Vice President, Kevin Booth, up just to have a quick chat with us. Kevin, please come up.
You don't know how proud it is to see everybody here at Cherry Creek. This is the third venue for this 2024, but I don't think we could have chosen. John, you chose wisely after the other two fell through, and this is an outstanding place. I don't know how we're going to top it in 2026. But I have a few thank yous of my own to say to everybody that's been involved with this. I've got three in particular that I'd really like everybody to give a warm congratulations to. One of them is to John Bell. John. John has worked tirelessly from the first time we came. He was going to go to another golf club and he changed and he came up here and he's done everything. He's run around like a headless chicken. Right? Phone calls at 11 o'clock in the UK at night, people won't know. My wife thinks I'm having two affairs, one in the UK and one over in America. But John, you work so hard, you are a credit to your country. The second thank you is we've looked on the course and there's branding everywhere. You've all got a programme. Now I approached this gentleman some time ago and I said, 6-8 weeks before London, I need help. And ever since then, he's been by my side and he's done everything, all the branding, everything. The Cairns Cup now is getting to be international, and it's all because, you see, everything is standardised. It's not just a golf tournament now, it is a business, and we want to take this to the heights. So I'd like to thank Ian Mullins for his dedication to the Cairns Cup. My third thank you is not here, but behind me and Ian, and I've got that many years in my circles, it's unbelievable. We have behind somebody who we will send them a picture. John sent pictures, Ian sent pictures, everything. It's all done by somebody called Jan Lewis. And Jan, I think, would have loved to have been here today, but she's not, and hopefully. To be honest, without that lady, she has just made this Cairns Cup go even higher. So please give Jan a round of applause. Right, that's my thank yous out of the way. Now I call upon Tinnicky. Tinnicky, from Netherlands. We chose her as captain because she does a lot of work in the Netherlands with disability golf. She does a lot of work with Edgar, and we're so proud to have you as our captain.
Hallo allemaal, goedemiddag. Ik ben heel blij hier te zijn. Leuk dat jullie hier ook allemaal zijn. Lekker. Oh, you want it in English, probably. Well, that's a big disadvantage for me. And also I have the same problem in this group of people that I have with me here because they all speak different languages. But I will do it in English. And, well, I like to say that I want to say thank you to John as well and to Kevin because you both did a great job. And Kevin called me a couple of years ago, I think it's 3 years ago. It was COVID. I was illegally in Spain at that moment, and he called me and he said, do you want to be my vice captain in London and be the team captain here in Michigan? So I was a little like, okay, because this tournament, this event, is the next level in golf for disabled, I think. So I was really very honored that he asked me that. Being here now a couple of days and meeting all the Americans, meeting all the Europeans and getting to know you a little bit better, I must say we have a great group of people on both sides. I think I have a very strong group of players here, and I've seen some of you from the USA play as well, and I think it's going to be a difficult match on both sides. Saying that, I must say I don't think that's the most important part of this tournament. We are here to show the world what we can do, to show disabled people who maybe got an accident or already were born with the disability what is possible, because we are also, besides the disability, great players, and that's the most important part. So it doesn't matter if the European team wins, and it doesn't matter as well if the American team loses. I showed some of the Americans a little film about the Dutch, and although I'm not speaking English, this still is a Dutch speech, I think. I showed you a nice little thing that is called Netherlands Second. Well, in this tournament as well, it's not really a problem to be second. It's not really a disadvantage, it's not really, because it's not important. Being second, we don't have to worry about being second. One is first, the other one is second, it's a perfect thing. So the most important thing is that we show the world what we can do with the disabilities that we have and still be great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You guys, I kind of want to find out more about this trip to Spain and what was so illegal about it.
We're not allowed to be outside the country into Spain.
Okay. And you can tell us the real version later. Tilly, I'm sorry to make you sit down, but could I please ask the captain to come back to the cave course from Europe, Kim from the United States of America. Now, here, I have it on paper. So, my memory's not that good. I'm going to read them out. So, when we read your names, I'm going to go read them out straight away. If you could come up, stand by your captain, just for a nice little photo opportunity, and then go back, and then of course we'll read the next group out as well. So let's get underway, shall we? No peeking, no peeking. Right, so for tomorrow's foursomes, teeing off at 8:30 a.m. for the United States of America is Evan Mathias and Sophia Howard. taking them on for Team Europe is Jennifer Saga and Chris Ayers. Might be quite nice to meet in the middle for a handshake, I reckon. If that's all right, I mean, you know.
See you in the morning. See you in the morning.
Thank you. Are we good for pictures? Are we happy? Yeah, I'll say yes. Right. Teeing off, thanks guys, thank you very much. There you go, that's your first game. 8:30, Ed Mathias, Sophia Howard for the United States, and Jennifer Saga and Chris Ayers for Europe. Moving on to 8:42, representing the United States of America, it's Jeremy Bittner and Kelly Valentine. And taking on for Team Europe, it's Patrick Rosenas and Mette Lingard. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. A couple more photos, there we go. Thank you. So, teeing off at 8:54 a.m. representing the United States of America, it's Kevin Holland and Brandon Williams. And representing Team Europe, it's Chris Foster and Rutger Panga. Great, thank you very much. Right, we are teeing off at 9:06 a.m. representing the United States of America. It's Brian Bemis and Kelsey Cott. And representing Team Europe, it's Tineke Lukman and Fran Hansen. Excellent, thank you very much. So, team up tomorrow at 9:18, representing the United States of America, it's Tracy Rumin and Jason Rose. And representing Team Europe, it's Jose Bagnerelli and Yael Gore. This is nice, isn't it? Not very, very friendly. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And finally, teed off tomorrow morning at 9:30, representing the USA, it's Steve Dowd and Jonathan Snyder. And representing Europe, Charlie Appleyard and Ian Miller. Okay, thank you very much. Captain, please join your team, and thank you very much. Well, I want to say best of luck to both sides. Of course, I am European, so I'll be there'll be no bias from me at all over the next few days. Oh my God! Right. Sorry, guys. Now, I've always wanted to say this. I said to Ian Robbins a little bit earlier, can I say the line? I've always wanted to do it. It is a huge honour. It is a huge privilege to announce that the Cairns Cup 2024 here in Michigan is now officially open. One last thing to do. We are, of course, in the United States of America, so could we please welcome Waylon Handel for the national anthem. Please your eyes as well.
Bet you didn't expect to see blue jeans and a cowboy hat on a golf course. All right, gentlemen, remove your caps and let's get this thing going. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Best of luck, and I'll see you out on the course with the camera. Thank you very much.